Hello, toy fans. I show off more of my uh my carded Star Wars MOC collection, autographed and unautographed, that were separate from that first lot I'd found. I got this one came straight out of Tampa, like the day after a huge hurricane. So I was kind of lucky I got it like the day before a convention, signed by Julian Glover. General Veers drew a little arrow and pointed down, and he was like, "You hold this, and I'll hold her." So really nice, awesome old guy. Uh, 75 back, 77 back. It was hard finding I was trying to stick to 65 back cards, but it didn't always happen all the time. Bib Fortuna, I grabbed it and I thought it was meant on card, but it had been opened. But I had that signed by the actor. I regret to know his name. Oh, I don't have a picture with him. 65 back. But awesome guy there too. A lot of soft spoken. I'm a Ewok low grade figures. I mean, if you buy a lot of Star Wars figures, low grade is gonna be in it, and I get them by accident. I have like 5 low grade figures. I have no idea how, and I have accessories. Actor signed it. See what I get. There he is. 65 back. Very awesome little old guy. Convention. The puppeteer for Nidnum, which is funny because he almost looks like Nidnum. He draws this in like a Roman style N signed. Now let's see. There he is. There in the middle. 65 back, blacked out Ewok. And let's see, I got this with Tim Ross. Yeah, and he was looking at it, and he was like, 65, the blacked out Ewok, he said they was reproductions or something. And that kind of made me mad, but he says, it's a trap. And he holds a little sign that says it's a trap. But it's original card. Original. Oh, and I got the Billy Dee Williams I picked up. I was missing a Lando, and I wanted the General Lando with the cape, and I didn't know about the Power of the Force coin cards, and I found one. It was like $100, and I thought that was ridiculous at the time. But picture of Billy Dee Williams, and it's a authenticity hologram. It's the sticker they put on the card. I wasn't really a fan of, but you do what you gotta do. So it's authentic Billy Dee Williams. Skiff Guard. And then I always liked the Imperial Royal Guard, so this is one of the first MOC cards I'd bought on its own. 65 back, blacked out Ewoks. So I wanted a small head Han, and I found this auction, and it's a Canadian card back. It's a 12, and I got it just for the figure. They did a good job removing the UPC proof purchase proof POC POP 12 back, and I had him loose, and I just kept the cards separate. But coming and going and rearranging figures, I decided to put him back in his card. It's missing the piece of cardboard that goes between his legs, but it's blown out in the back. And if you get him in there just right, the paper will lay. You can hardly tell it. And he holds his I managed to keep his blaster in his hand whenever I shoved it back in there. And I wanted a Yoda, this Empire Strikes Back card. There was a couple on auction that's all about the same price. This one, it looks like they removed the sticker and then they filled it in with a Sharpie, which is fine. So I have no idea how many. 7 times 4, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32 back, 31, 32 back. Yoda, Brown Cane, Focus, Orange Snake, Yoda. Happy to have a Yoda. And this is one of my ones I probably got about the same time as that Royal Guard, a Wicket. Oh, it's unpunched. 79 back. Pile these up. Oh, General Madine. I talked about my other video. I got it because the actor is supposed to make an appearance, and I don't know if he didn't show up or I didn't go, but it's unpunched. 65 back, blacked out Ewok, so it fits along with my others. And this one I actually found in a vintage vendor mall. The vendor mall is not there anymore, and it was leaned up in there. And they had like 20 bucks. Uh-oh. His blaster stuck in there somewhere. I'll have to try to finagle it back in the tape. It's sealed, 20 bucks. I was like, Lucy's worth that. 79 back. I was like, it was split. The card was split along the edge, and I got some Elmer glue and sealed it back up. They could all use another flattening, but for right now, I'll have to try to fix that. And then I found this was recent, this was probably a couple years ago. Forlom and Zuckuss. Of course, this is Forlom on a Zuckuss card. Return of the Jedi. Very expensive. Let's say 65 back, blacked out Ewok. Expensive on a good card. This one, the damage, the POP, and there's some funny like mold growing in. I paid 60 bucks for it. I was like, I think it's fine enough for that price. The price, you couldn't beat it. I wish I knew a way to remove that mold inside of it. They talked about black lights and heat, and I used alcohol. I cleaned up a lot of it on the bubble. I really like to get rid of that. I don't know if heat or black light would get rid of that, would kill it. And then I bid on I was after a Jabba's playset, and it didn't have Salacious Crumb. So I bid on Salacious Crumb. Well, I ended up winning the bid on Salacious Crumb and lost the bid on the playset. And then I found another playset, and it was complete, so I ended up with a spare Salacious Crumb. I keep wanting to say rum. Salacious Crumb. And then it was original. The baggie was all yellow and discolored and foggy. So I kept it, but then I bought a lot of new old stock. The parts to complete another Jabba's playset that I have. Well, it doesn't have a box, but it was missing everything but the new old stock parts. So I put that Salacious with the smoky baggie, and then I kept the nice mint clean one attached to. So there's my carded collection. I'd love to get the acrylic case, like for my Fett, but slowly. I got my first one to test, and then I'd probably they're on the top shelf, all my favorite signed cards. Those would be next. I'll work my way through them. Like I said, those are they're like 25 bucks a piece plus a bunch of shipping. So I have my domino of all my loose figures, like, dominoed everywhere, so I have to get them back in order, and a bunch of them fell during the night, so I get them out, play with them, look at them. It's a good excuse. So hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. I will if I scroll through. It doesn't notify me every time if I get a comment, but I scroll through them, check them. If there's any new comments, I'll give you a thumbs up or I'll reply. So thanks for watching. Have a good weekend.